I suppose what attracted me to the role was the play as a whole, and really just the fact that it was very original and very interesting in its own right, but something that I kind of felt personally that I could relate to, and certainly we all kind of can relate to in some kind of guise or another. Either you have friends who suffer from friends or relatives who suffer from a kind of a psychological illness, or in some small way you kind of can sympathise with that kind of feeling of, you know, having a bad day or a good day or whatever it may be, and, you know, times that by 10 or 100 in Kay's case, and you might get somewhere close. And with regard to the way that he writes about the condition specifically, I think that he gives it a real humanity and a real kind of, the amount of times that people have come up to us and said, not just me, but other members of the cast as well, and, you know, in the bar or outside the theatre once they've seen it and said, you know, this play has kind of touched me in a way that you kind of won't understand, or almost to the point where they've kind of said, you know, it's almost changed my life, you know, it's changed the way I look at someone or something. And I don't think there can be any higher praise, really.
I like to be quite particular about what I do on stage. I think it's something that is like it's my precious little jewel, and do you know what I mean? I'm sort of trying to polish it, and so I'm very careful, and I try to look after this little jewel, and so I try and pick only things that really affect me in some way. That just either, you know, this play completely baffled me in a rather wonderful way. So yeah, and you know, after Miss Julie sort of knocked me for 6, and it was like, you know, I was sort of a bit bold. So always that very. I try and do the things that I have intense reactions to.
I think the whole thing has been just a really great experience, actually. I mean, you know, it's a kind of great company of actors, and I think we've all really enjoyed each other's company. And you know, working with Jamie was kind of incredibly inspiring, because he's such a sort of, you know, brilliantly sort of energising and incredibly creative, and, you know, really amazing director. And so I think for all of us in that sense, it's been a really great experience. I think the whole thing has been really special. It'd be very difficult to pick out one particular moment. But I mean, also, you know, the Donmar is a great place to work. It's you know, I think it's been a really good experience for all of us in that respect.
Of course, it's an absolute thrill always being the first person to do the play. I mean, I hate being compared to somebody else who's done it better before me. So it's rather thrilling. And also I love the idea of being on the front page of the script. I'm so easily pleased. So I love all that. I love the first of everything. I think it's very exciting.